Here we go then, everybody. Algeria's final game, in fact, before the AFCON kicks off. And I have to say, I'm a bit bloody nervous about the tournament because it's coming thick and fast. Last warm-up game, last chance for Belmadi to work out what is his starting lineup going to be against Angola. The last chance to see the players in action. And guess what? We're not even going to be able to watch the blooming game because once again, being played behind closed doors, being played not on the television cameras. What's the blooming point? This time, not even local fans apparently going to be allowed in the stadium after the catastrophe of having live Facebook streamers streaming the game on a portrait mobile phone for 500,000 people to watch live. So much for keeping your plan of Ben Sebaini up front under the wraps. But what can we expect? Well, this is pretty much proper Burundi. This is not the local team. Togo brought a local team. Burundi, despite not qualifying for the AFCON, and they very nearly did. They should have got out of that group with Namibia and Cameroon, particularly finishing above Namibia. They bottled it in the last game. A back pass to Mbermo pretty much cost them. But they've got some players in this team that have played in Europe, that have played in the other leagues in Africa, likes of Bigger Imana, who used to play in the Premier League with Newcastle. They've got Razak Fiston, a player who actually used to play in Algeria. There's a bit of quality there. Yes, it's still a full-strength Burundi, but there's definitely more of a test. There's full internationals in that squad, and defensively may well put the Algeria lineup under a bit more pressure. But once again, you expect nothing less than a win. Also, the last time Algeria played Burundi in a pre-tournament friendly before AFCON, we won the AFCON, remember, 2019 in the summer. We played Burundi just before the competition. Ironically, we drew 1-1. I think Rice and Bulhi made a mistake in that game, but went on to win the whole competition. In fact, that was the only game we drew in that whole summer. So who knows, it could be a good sign as well. Of course, we're playing in Togo again, in Lomé. Same conditions. It must be said, it's very, very hot out there. It's very warm. At 8 o'clock kickoff once again on Tuesday evening, but it's going to be around 30, 32 degrees again. So, and this is what Belmadi was talking about. He wanted the training camp to replicate the real live AFCON conditions. It's all well and good playing in Abu Dhabi and Doha and places like that. You want the altitude, the heat, the conditions, the pitches, the stadiums to be the same, and even the kickoff time, because of course Algeria, Angola on the Monday night is also going to be an 8 o'clock kickoff. After this game, the next day the players will fly to Bouaké in Ivory Coast, and then all roads lead to the group stage. So what can we expect in this lineup? Well, certainly Mohamed Amora has to feature in this game from the start. I'll be shocked if Amora doesn't start. He already can't start the Angola game, so you may as well start him in this game. And I think Belmadi will be looking at those final few positions of who to start. I think he knows the keeper will be Mandrea. I think he knows the back four will be Ait-Nouri, Ben Sebaini, Mandy and Artal. I think Benassa needs more minutes. Maybe that second midfield spot is up for grabs. We know the last friendly, Zarouki and Tugai missed out through slight illnesses and knocks. Every player has trained now, all 26. Zugba is now with the camp as well. So is there any point changing the keeper? I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe Belali will play with Amora up top. Slimani started the last game. Does that mean Bruna just going to play up top? Wait and see. Is he going to try Adam Nurse on the right? Remains to be seen. And it really does remain to be bloody seen because we're not going to see it because it's behind closed doors. But I expect Algeria to win this game. If we want to be taken seriously, if we can see it or we can't, we still got to win the match. So I'm going to say Algeria to win this game 2-0. I'll be shocked if we concede, but not surprised. And again, about the performance, not about the result, and also getting out of this game without any injuries. If Benassa stretch it off and we win 10-0, it's going to feel like a loss. So I don't want to see any players risked for no reason. Belali was so out of breath last time. He only came on as a sub. He couldn't even give an interview after the blooming game. Just shows you everything you need to know about the conditions out there in Lomé. It's definitely a good training camp, much better than the camp last time. Last AFCON, I think we only played one game in preparation because of the whole COVID situation. So we've already had a better start with this camp. Now, there's not long to go. There's less than a week to go until Algeria's first match of this tournament. It kicks off in a few days time, I should say. This is going to be really, really tense now, these few days leading up to the first game. And then we're going to watch Ivory Coast play first. And then Egypt are going to play, Nigeria are going to play. And then all eyes will be on us. Senegal and Cameroon are going to play before us. And then Group D kicks off with our game. Elsewhere in the friendlies, people making statements. Mali absolutely battered Guinea-Bissau 6-2. Tunisia drew 0-0 to Mauritania. I've been saying for a while, Tunisia, do not look up to it. Mali will win that group and Tunisia be lucky to get second. Even if they do get second, they're going to end up playing the Moroccans in this last 16. So really tough times for Tunisia. But credit to Mauritania. Algeria are going to find it hard breaking them down and maybe breaking Angola down as well. They've drawn their last 4 games 0-0. Yes, they can keep it tight at the back, but they haven't scored for 4 games either. And Burkina Faso lost to Iran. And Belmadi was mocking the fact that Burkina Faso thought Iran would be a similar opponent to us. Well, they couldn't even beat the Persians. So how are they going to beat us? All the teams in Algeria's group then yet to win a friendly ahead of the tournament. We've, of course, already beaten the Togolese Lomé lads. Can we beat the Burundis as well? Let me know your score predictions down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you after the game, inshallah, with the review.